Hi, it's Kim. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're kind of going to go through a little bit of rearranging my garden shop. I have kind of felt a little inconvenient the way it's set up right now, and so I persuaded my husband to get me some of those casters or rollers, whatever they're called. That particular shelf does not have rollers. The silvery one, does, and I like the ability to be able to move it around. Now, the one here up against the wall doesn't have rollers, but it has mostly stayed in the same position, so I don't feel like I need them as much as I do for the black one, because like I always do, I'm always in the mood to rearrange. So I'm sure if I rearrange, it may stay one way a little while, one way for another period of time until I change my mind again. But at this point in time, I feel like I could get to everything a lot easier if they were kind of parallel side by side. So I've gone ahead and I've unloaded everything from this one so that we can put them over across the room so that we can manage to lift the edges and just insert that little caster. It kind of has a little bolt that goes in the floor of the shelving unit, and that way you can just insert them in there and voila, there you go. Now, we did buy the ones with a brake so that I can stop it from rolling if I need to. Now, on the other side of the basement is the more finished room that's supposedly the exercise room. I've moved that. You can remember from another video I did of our basement tour, I had some kind of weight machine contraption that I hung things from. That was just something that just got on my nerves. I couldn't get close to the window. I didn't feel like my plants got close enough to the window. So of course I'm in there talking my husband into, okay, let's dismantle everything. Let's push that weight bench over to the other side and put everything on a table right next to the window. And some of those hanging pots I've just put on a stool, took down temporarily. So I think that's going to work out better. My asparagus fern and Hypertufa is doing wonderful. So is that Mandevilla vine. And this was that's the curly spider there behind us. It's gotten so huge. And there's that contraption. We just put it back up against the wall. I like that arrangement so much better. Yeah, Jerry has a window on his side of the basement. He's beginning to get on my nerves. Now I have done some changing around. Once again, you know I like to change. So I have extra tables over here with a lot of my projects, and we're still reorganizing and figuring out where we want things to be. But I've once again put the tables parallel. I want them spaced out so I can get between them and get to both sides. So, sorry about those lights. My sunshines are shining this way, but I've got two parallels. Well, three big tables parallel, and then my coat rack that I picked up at Lowe's to hang pots on. I think that looks wonderful. I do need to do a little bit of cleanup down here still, and I'm just gradually working on that. So, just catching up on what I'm doing here in my basement garden shop. And this side, I've got this mostly arranged. That over there is still a mess. And we got future projects. I don't know if I've already issued a video about my aquarium, but I have that Christmas gift that I'm going to open and get set up. And I guess I should mention, got some macrame rope, as you can see, for $1.99 at the thrift store. Very much, but I'm going to try. This one was not opened. They charged $2.99, but I know I've purchased that before. I paid much more, so I think I got a good deal. And then over here, the photography area, I have my lights all in one place, table, chairs to sit, a work table. It's a mess right now. I've got to right now get a tablecloth. I'm thinking of whether, thank you for turning off. That's nice. I've got to get a tablecloth to, I don't know, make the surface look better because it's really worn. I'm kind of going back and forth between trying to paint that or just let it go. But I'll have 2 lamps to make it nice and bright. This is all the storage, Christmas storage, all that. You've seen that before. I ended up just covering it with $3 worth of dollar store contact paper. It worked just fine. It works for me. That's what I'm doing, cleaning up the garbage shop. I can't wait till spring so I can really get back into using it. I think I've mostly got it arranged like I want it. Got some things put up out of my way, and then everything kind of hanging like I want it. My watering station on wheels, and then that particular setup with the hanging plants, that's going to work for now until we have to rearrange it after I take everything outside. Really anxious to get everything moved outside in the spring. Over here, the video station is still a work in progress. I'm trying to figure out how and where to set the lights so they don't glare on me, but we'll work on that. But overall, I'm very much more pleased than previous with my setup, and I'm sure I will learn to like it even better. And hey, it's smelling wonderful down here. The paper white finally started to bloom, and I've got another bud down there that should open shortly. And then even the hyacinth, at least one, is beginning to open. And my poor little Thanksgiving cactus that thinks it's a Halloween cactus and now is struggling with its identity. It thinks it blooms at Valentine's Day, but we'll take its blooms whenever they'll happen. But thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again on the next video, and hopefully with more blooms from my hyacinths.